Hi everyone. I hope everybody's doing great and you're ready to study some astronomy. Um, this is your Canvas homepage. So this represents your homepage. And this is an important page because there's a lot of information on this page. So the very first thing that you did when you came into the class was to click on the orientation video, and that's why you're watching this video. Now after that, you have the contact information. So this is my email. It says preferred method of contact is Canvas inbox, which you basically go to Canvas. Here's the Canvas inbox. You click there and you can make email. And then there is my Google Drive. So if you need to use my Google Drive, you just click on this seen as Google Drive and you can make a folder and save 11th. A file into that folder. Next line of information is my Zoom room. We have Zoom office hours from 5 to 6 p.m. on Mondays. And all you have to do is to click on this and you get to the Zoom room. All right, so what else information do we have here? Well, we have 3 exams. Exam 1 is on July 9th. Exam 2 is on July 30th. Exam 3 is 11th. So hopefully you can all make arrangements to be available on those dates and take your exam. The exam starts at 8 o'clock in the morning and it goes until 12 o'clock midnight. All right, so now this is a picture from JW Space Telescope, which was done recently. It's an amazing picture. If you click on it, you go to what we call the modules. You can also go to the modules here. It's a possibility. So modules is the most important part of the class. That's where all the content of the course is at. So either by clicking on this or clicking on the modules itself, you go to the modules. Now here on the cover page, the home page of Canvas, you can do a few things besides that. One of the things you can do is to click on the calendar. And if you click on the calendar, it opens up your calendar. It's useful because you can see when something is due, like homeworks are due. All your homeworks are going to be due on Sundays, except for the very last homework, which is due on a Saturday. Now, I put them all on Sundays, and also exams open up on Sundays. And so Sundays is our day, basically, to do all the homeworks and turn them in, or turning homeworks that you've done during the week, of course. So this is July 25th when the first homeworks are due. And then we can go to July. You can see what other homeworks are due when and when. So July 2nd, these homeworks are due. July 9th, these homeworks are due. July 16th, these homeworks are due, and so on. July 23rd, 30th of July, and so on. So we're back on the home page again, and we're going to go to modules now. And I'm going to just click here and go to modules. So now we're in the modules, and the first thing we see is that the class is separated to 3 sections or parts. Part 1 talks about Earth, the sky, gravity, telescopes, and things that we need to know before we get into real astronomy. So the second part was about the atoms and the starry world. This is about all the stars in the sky, including the sun, and how they're all made of atoms and how atoms affect our knowledge of astronomy and the universe. The third section is only about the universe of galaxies. So here we talk about Big Bang, we talk about what type of galaxies are in the universe, the collisions of galaxies, supermassive black holes, multiverse, and stuff that is very exciting. Underneath all these are all lectures. So underneath all these, there's the videos for lectures. You can watch any lectures anytime you want. If you get bored, you can fast forward. You can go to another section. Sometimes I repeat myself to clarify things. So if you want to fast forward in these lectures, you're welcome to it. So it's best if you watch these lectures before the first exam. We go from lecture 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 11, and 12. The last lecture is about the exam. I give you a review in the classroom about the exam, although there is also a printed version of this in the modules. So let's go back to the modules again. And so I do all this for every one of these lectures. Now, there's a section for orientation. This is if you need anything like student support, if you need to understand how Zoom works and things like that. And also, if you want to go to your syllabus, you just click on syllabus and you are there. So this is your syllabus. You can go through the syllabus and check it out. You will find out that most of the class is spent on watching videos and answering questions. Now there's again 3 exams. They're worth 70% of the grade. Your homework assignments are worth 30% of the grade, and they're fairly easy. You just have to follow them as you watch them. As you watch any video, please take notes. Notes are allowed during the exam. Either handwritten notes or your printed notes are allowed during the exam. But no Googling or getting out of the exam is allowed during the exams. So you'll need some notes to take with you during the exams. All right, is there any extra points to be made? The extra points depend on how wonderful lecture notes you have. And this happens at the very end of the class. When you take your final exam or your third exam, there's no real final exam. But when you take your third exam, then you may show me or send the lecture notes to the Google Drive, and I'll check them before I give you a grade. I don't know how many points that would be, but it applies to the final. So let's say you're getting a B because you have 88% in the class. Well, that could kick you very easily to an A. So that's why taking notes is very important while you're watching it. Now, the rest of this is going to show you what stuff to study. This is your course calendar and learning objectives. So I have all the lectures and objectives here, and you can see when the exam time comes, you're going to take the first exam. It opens up on July the 9th at 8 a.m. So this is part 2, the atoms in the starry world again. And so when the exam comes, which is on July the 30th, again, this will remind you of that. And so after that is the very last exam, or the last part of the class, which is the universe of galaxies. So here your exam is Saturday, August the 12th, or Friday the 11th. I haven't made sure which one is the better date, but for now, 11th and 12th of August, regardless. Okay. If you need to get to your exams, the easiest way is you just click on quizzes and you see what quiz is ready for you. Now, it's great to be ready for the exam. When you open up this exam, which Canvas calls the quiz, you can't back out. In other words, once an exam starts, please stay on the exam until the exam is finished. So make sure you're ready before you click on the exams and pick out your exams. It's important. It's also important to remember to be relaxed. And I've been told that a little bit of sugar helps with your memory, but I'm not too certain about that. While we're on the modules, let's take a look at each module quickly. A couple of things to let you know about the modules. If you have a homework, they're marked. They're marked by these dashed lines. So whatever is between these dashed lines is your homeworks to do. So first homeworks that you get to is the structure of the universe, and the next one is the scientific notation. Now, beyond that, you see some stuff written. So this is all the stuff that you can read. Say the part 1, this is the module of the earth and the sky. So we go in there, we see dashed lines again, and between dashed lines, these are homeworks. Homeworks are normally represented by these little pencils going into this little page of paper. Normal pages look like this. Homeworks look like this. So these are all assignment 1 homeworks. This is the first section of the class. So this is module 2, module 3 homeworks, again between these dashed lines, and then module 4 homeworks, and then you be ready for the exam. So the exams have a preview right under the last module that is going to be on the exam. So here you click it and you get a bunch of questions and answers that will help you get ready for the exams. Okay, now there's still more to come, and what's more is that at the beginning of each module you have these videos, and you can watch these videos to get you ready for the exam as well. So I want to make sure that if you're into getting ready and getting a good grade, that you have all the facilities to do so. If you click on these modules, this is the video modules. Again, there's one of these at the beginning of every module. There's a little videos that you can watch. Most of these have been turned into homeworks, but you can watch it to get ready for the exam. And so this is a section with the telescopes, and each one of them is a little short video. You can watch them either here, or you can go to YouTube itself and watch them on YouTube with CC and everything else. So we go back to modules again, and you can see that it's a fairly straightforward thing to do. This is module 3. You can watch the videos, you can do your homework, and between these two lines again you do your homework. And then this is a section that we call reading material. If you really love to read and you need reading material for more detail, there's a written material for you here. Again, there is a written material after the homeworks here about telescopes. And so I put all the information that you need from the book into your modules. You don't need to go get the book itself. But if you want to get the book itself, that's totally fine. The book is called Astronomy OpenStax, and it's free. So you can download it and use it anytime you want. I believe you can even download it on your iPhone or cell phone, basically. The due dates for all the homeworks are right beneath them. Like this homework is due on June the 25th. If you go down, this one is July the 2nd. This one is due July the 9th. So you need to finish those homeworks. That's when they close. Once the homework closes, then you have to ask me to open it again. And after a while, hopefully you'll be on time. Remember, homeworks are due on Sunday, so every Sunday some homework is always due, except the last homework is due on a Saturday because the class is closed after that Saturday. Alright, so that's all I need to tell you, and I'm wishing you a fantastic semester. Please come and visit me and talk to me about any problems that you have. I'd love to hear from you. Stop by on Mondays. Let's talk about any kind of problems that you're running into or you have during the summer. I'm a very student-friendly instructor. All I want is for you guys to study, and I can help you as much as I can regarding any of it. Good luck to all of you.